Good morning, everybody. How are we this morning? It's Facebook has taken a bit of time to log in this morning. I think it's on a weekend. It's like I'm on the go slow. It's Saturday morning. I don't really want to work today, but you know, this is what Facebook does to me with our delayed timeline. So let me know if you're joining me today. We are live here, so if you are joining me, let me know where you're from. Say g'day if you are. It's Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, and you're watching Rebecca Hall. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and this is my little segment I do every week called Breakfast with Beck. So thank you for joining me and welcome. So today I want to work with a stamp set that I've worked with in the past, but I said when I worked with it, I'm going to do this with it, and I think it's going to look amazing, and I think it probably will, but we're going to give it a crack today and see how we go. Hey Lynn, hey Renee, hey Ruth, how are you? So I've been awake since like 5 o'clock this morning. We're doing, it's a leaders event called Backstage. Last year I was actually in Vegas for Backstage, and this year it's at home. So my little room here compared to Vegas, not so exciting, but it's exciting that I'm connecting with all my demonstrators from around the world. So, and, you know, I had to stop to come and see you guys because we do this every Saturday and I wasn't missing out. So, good morning, Jan. Morning, Leonie. Hey, Marianne. Hey, Judy. Hey, thanks for joining me. Hey, Megan. All right, so I'm going to flip you down and we're going to get started. I'm going to work with the Sweetest Star stamp set. Now, if you can remember back to when I worked with it and I said it would look good with another stamp set, let's see how many of you can remember which one I was talking about. And we'll see how we go in creating what I think in my head's going to look really good. So, you know, who knows what it could look like. All right, I'm going to flip you down. So, it's a new month. It's November. I cannot believe we are like the second week in November. Can you guys? It's just, oh my God, so fast. All right. So we're going to work with the Sweetest Star stamp set. Now, I did work with this a couple of weeks ago, or probably a little bit longer than that now. Geez, time is flying. And I thought this Santa would look really cool as a very chunky guy on a beach. Well, that's what I thought anyway. So I'm going to pair it with the beach days. Let's see how it looks, hey? You can all insert your laughing comments now, but I'm going to give it a crack and we'll see how we go. So I'm going to grab some white cardstock and we're going to see how it works out. I don't know how it's going to work. We'll see. So I'm going to grab some white cardstock for stamping on and for card bases and whatnot. Beach Santa photos are very popular here. Well, they would be, Megan, up there. Let's see. Anyway, I've got an idea. So let me just play it through with you guys. All right, so I'm going to start with just a card front, and I need my trimmer for that. So I'm going to pop my card front here. What is this? This is 10 centimeters. I think I'm going to do it a little bit smaller. I'm going to get my handy dandy measuring doodad out. I think I'm going to go 9.5 by 13.8 actually. So I'm going to just trim this down to 9.5 by 13.8. And then we can decide, I'm going to do it as a background as well, but I'm going to just start with a white card base this morning. So I'm going to grab some, I'm thinking wild wheat for sand. What do you think? Wild wheat for sand, because it's a beach scene, obviously. And then I don't know whether to go pool party or balmy blue for the sky. So let me know what you think. What two would you think? Wild wheat for sand, and I don't know which one to go for the sky. So let me know which one you think I should do the sky. While we wait for some things, I will grab my blending brush out here. That colour will do. Balmy, you think balmy blue, Megan? All right, so I'm going to just we're going to pop some sand. We need some sand. So I'm just going to pop some wild wheat down the bottom here and just build a bit of a sand. See if I can get some like sand dunes happening. So I'm just going to drag it like that. So I circled it to blend it, but then I want to drag it so I get that, you know, that rolling sand dune sort of look. Oh, crumb cake for sand. That would be good too, Chris. All right, so I'm just going to do that. And then I was going to just blend a bit of blue onto the sky. So balmy blue, do you reckon? Is that what you're saying? Balmy blue? Balmy blue. All right, balmy blue. So we'll get rid of the pool party. I'll grab a blue blending brush. And we'll just do a bit of balmy blue up in the sky here. We don't want to do too much. We just want to, like, you know, have it so that it kind of looks like a beach scene as such. All right. So, and I'm going to put Santa in some budgie smugglers. That's what I was thinking anyway. We'll see how it works out for us, eh? All right. So then I'm going to grab some Memento black ink. And we're going to use the beach scene. I've made a few cards with this. This makes really good blokes cards, this beach days. So, and you know what? I'm probably not one for the beach. I don't like the sand very much. So when I wasn't going to get this, but then I thought, oh, you know what? That's going to look good. So with the Santa, so that's why I actually got it, was for the Santa. But it actually makes really good blokes cards. So I'm just going to tap this down and put our little life-saving beachy thing here on the side. And then I'm gonna, should I use a surfboard or the umbrella? Let me know. Surfboard or the umbrella? It's not today, Megan, it's tomorrow. So tomorrow, and for me it'll be around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to be doing some crafting with my friend Kevin from the States. So Kevin Thiessen and I are going to do some crafting in his group called A Card a Day in November. So if you're not part of that group, make sure you jump on and get in with that. I put up a link last week for it. The surfboard. Oh, you're all saying the surfboard. All right, we'll use the surfboard. So we'll pop the surfboard in. We'll grab some Memento for that. So I'm just going to stick that up the back here, like that. And then I'm going to just leave that out because I need some more white. Oh, I've got a scrappy bit. Oh, I've got a scrappy bit in here. That'll be all right. We'll just use that. And I'm going to stamp our Santa in the black. I've come back from our time away last week with the worst case of hay fever I think I've ever had. I can hardly breathe through my nose. I don't know if you think that I sound this sexy all the time with my nasally voice. But it's, yeah, as I said, it's the worst hay fever I think I've ever had. All right, so I'm just stamping the Santa down and punching him out with our star punch. And then I want to stamp him again, but he needs to have some budgie smugglers. So if you're not sure, or if you're not, I do have a few international visitors. If you're not sure what budgie smugglers are, they're like really short bathers for men. So I'm going to grab, I've got some scraps here from our paper, the Take a Bow paper suite. So I'm just going to grab some of these scraps because I thought these were quite good colours for Santa's budgie smugglers. So should I do just plain ones? Oh, red stripes. How good would he look in red stripes? I think we'll do red stripes. Hey, what do you think? I'll do red stripes on Santa. So what we're going to do is we're just going to stamp him, and I just want his bottom half. So I'm just going to stamp that down like that. And then I'm going to fussy cut that out. So, and that's going to give me his little budgie smugglers. That we can then glue onto him. Oh my God, what's that? Oh, that's not very good, Megan. 5 nosebleeds a day. I haven't had a nosebleed, which is good, but I can't breathe through my nose, and it doesn't matter what antihistamine I take at the moment. It's just not helping. So, and I'm even spraying that Nasonex and Fez, and I've tried all the different ones, but nothing's working. So I think it's meant for me today. How cool are those little budgie smugglers? Like, they're so cute. I know, right, Katrina? Stripes for sure. All right. So then I'm going to grab some blends. I'm just going to grab my basic black blend. Where's my black blend? Here we go. And I'm going to colour in his belt, because I don't really, like, he doesn't need a belt to hold his budgie smugglers up. So I'm just going to sort of colour in the whole belt in black, so that it just looks like it's the black band of his shorts. So we're just going to colour that in there. And then I'm going to colour in Santa. So I think for Santa, I'm going to use the light colour, light 900. I want him to kind of look like he's got a tan, but not really. So we're going to just colour in, not like he's got a tan. Instead of colouring it in like he's got a top on, I want him to look like he's got no top on, if that makes sense. I don't know. I've been awake since 5 o'clock this morning, guys. Alright. So we're just going to colour this in here. I'm not going to colour in his short area because I've just stamped shorts for him. So we're going to give him some shorts. I'm hoping this is going to look alright. See? Does that look like he's got no top on? Backstage isn't finished, Christine. It's still going, but I don't want you guys missing out on your breakfast with Beck. So I come to do some crafting with you guys, and then I'll jump back in to backstage. So it goes for 2 days, backstage does. So we've heard from Sarah, our CEO of the company talk, and we were doing some networking sessions just now when I left the group to come and stamp with you guys, because I can't miss out on my weekend stamping with you. All right, now I'm going to give him a red hat because I think he needs a red hat. So I'm still going to give him a little red hat because he's still Santa, but he's just on the beach having fun. And you know what? I'm going to give him some little sweat wristbands, you know, like the tennis players have, because he's going to be hot when he's down here, down under. So I'm going to give him some little sweatpants. All right. And then I'm going to glue his little shorts on. So let's go. They're only tiny shorts, but I'm just going to pop a bit of glue on his shorts here. And this is going to look so cool. Look at this. How cute does that look? Santa with his little budgie smugglers on. I didn't colour his face. I better colour his face. He doesn't have a white face. His little ears. And like you could colour him in brown, and he could be like one of those, you know, the tanned Santas on the beach. Alright. So then I'm going to just do some colouring in on our little stand here. So I've got some copper clay out. And the beauty about our blends, right, is I can colour in all of these different things here. And then if I colour in all the horizontal beams, one colour, and then I do the vertical beams in another colour, it's going to look like I've used two different colours. So that's kind of like why I like to use the blends. Alright, so we're just going to colour in all of these. And I'm not going to be too fussy about blending. I'm just going to colour because you guys don't want to sit here and watch me colour in all day. So let's just try and do it. I'll do it quickly. But you'll get the gist, I think. Alright. What are you all up to today? I'm doing backstage, and I'm also preparing for my card buffet that I've got coming up, which we only have one. Well, when I looked last night, there was only one spot left for our card buffet, which is at the end of the month. So if you're local and you want to come along, jump on board because there's only one spot left. Alright, so I'm just colouring in all my vertical posts here now in the darker shade so that it looks like they're two different lots of timbers. How cool is this little shack? This is so... I think this was designed... I know California has these things, but I think, you know, Bondi Beach. This is going to be my Bondi Santa. Alright. Lifesaver Santa, yeah. Like, how cool does he look? Alright, so I'm going to do, you know, my lazy colouring, because, you know, I'm a lazy crafter. So I'm just going to do a bit of smoky slate up on the eaves here. So I'm going to pretend that this is a white building. And we've just got a bit of shadows happening on our building here. And these smoky slates, our shadows. So just like so. And then I've got pebble path for the roof. I'm not going to colour in the eaves because, you know, we paint our eaves white here in Australia. Or, do you know the technical term? See this bit under here? And you know how you have your eaves on your house? The technical term for that is called a soffit. I don't know if you know that. That's coming from my building, as my dad's a builder. So that's how I know that. My dad's taught me lots of stuff in building. So I'm just going to blend some of that smoky slate in just to make it look like it's got shadows on it. So alright, so then I need the lifesaver ring. Now, do we do the little bits in red or do we do the big bits in red? I never know with these life-saving rings. Do we do the bigger bits in red or the little bits in red? Let me know what you think. It would have come up in your emails, Jill. Oh, I hope if I was closer, I'd be grabbing that last spot for the buffet. Oh, thanks, Joe. I never know what to do, whether we do the little bits in red or the bigger bits in red. The big bits in red, Judy. All right. I'm going to do the big bits in red. So like that. The big bits in red. Like that. That looks cool. How good does that look? And I can grab, if I grab a bit of pool party, just some light pool party. And if I pop a little bit of pool party on my window here, like so, but just sort of do it around the edges. And then grab my colour lifter and just blend that in. It's going to look like there's like a window in there. So can you see that? If I lift that up, see how it just sort of, oh, I don't know if it's going to focus on this or not. Is it going to focus? Go here like this. Focus right there for me. It's not going to do it. But anyway, you get the gist. Should I put a bit of colour on the door? What do you think? I'm going to colour our surfboard in, but do you think I should colour in the door? I'm going to do the surfboard in lemon lime twist. And what I was going to do to make it a trendy surfboard was go the light on one side and then the dark on the other. Let's see what that looks like. Because he's going to be a trendy Santa. Oh, I should have done it red and green. Doesn't matter. Alright, so I'll do light on one side and dark on the other. And it'll give us that two-tone surfboard. Like that. The beach stuff is from the Beach Day stamp set, Mary. And I had this idea when I first started playing with this Sweetest Star with the Santa, and I thought he'd look really cool as a budgie smuggling wearing Santa. So that's where I've come up with it. So I'll colour the door. I'll put some green on the door, do you think? Some of that lemon lime twist. Let's just colour in the door bits here. I know they're not, I don't know what colour they're supposed to be, but we're going to colour in the door there. A little bit of green. Alright, so then I'm going to grab some of these little stamps. So we've got some like little seashells happening here. And we've also got some little sandcastles. So I think we need to have some seashells and some sandcastles. And I'm going to use Chris's trick with the crumb cake for that. We'll see how the crumb cake looks on the wild wheat. So I think if we use the crumb cake for the sandcastles. So I'm going to do sandcastles there. Like that. Oh, how cute are those sandcastles? And then I might do the wild wheat for some seashells. The seashells by the seashore. I'm going to go 3 seashell lots. Just a little bit there. Like that. And then I think we need there's a little bird here as well. So I think you're wondering, where am I going to put my Santa, right? We'll find a spot for him. So I'm going to do the little, there's a flying seagull and a standing seagull. I think we'll use both of them. I think he's going to look pretty cool. Oh, the larger black Memento ink pad. So it's just one of our craft white ink pads, Mary. And then they come plain, so they don't come with any ink on them. And then I just fill them with black ink. So I just like the way they stamp. I just think they stamp so much better and they're so much nicer to stamp with. I'm going to chuck my head in the screen here. I don't mean to, but I want to make sure my little seagull sits on the roof. Oh, how cute's that? I am so spewing I didn't get this when I first seen it, this stamp set. But anyway, I love it. Alright. So, and I think, will I use, because I know it's a stamp, I'm putting Santa on it, but he doesn't have to be a Santa. Look, so I'm going to pop him there like so, like his surfboard's in the back and he's hanging 5 on the beach. And I was going to pop wishing you a beautiful day on as a sentiment, because then I can just use it for any occasion, can't I? Beautiful Christmas day, a beautiful birthday, and he wouldn't necessarily be a Santa then. I don't know. Just using a Memento reinker. Yep, just using the Memento reinker. All right, I'm going to grab some scrappy bits of white out of my little drawer here. So just a little skinny scrappy bit to stamp the sentiment. Put a seagull on top of the surfboard. That'd be cool too. I know, Del. How cool is it? Like, it's such a cool set. All right, so I'm going to go wishing you a beautiful day. We're just going to stamp that down there. Like that. Now I need a card base. What colour card base should I stick it on? Let me know what colour card base. So, and I'm going to do, I don't know where I'm going to put that. I might put it, it's going to cover my sandcastles then. That's alright. I'm going to put it across there. I'm going to snip it. But I might wait till I put it on a card base first. You're welcome. Red card base, Mary, you reckon? Let's see. We'll grab some red. Grab some red out. Or what if we did a red border like that And then, what else? Blue, balmy blue. Let's see. I've just got some scrappy bits here. So what if we did a red border and then did some balmy blue as the card base? And we're going to have our little Santa there. What do you think of that? The two. I like that, actually. Blue to match the sky. All right. But I need a bigger bit for my card base. All right. Gonna go. We'll just do a normal card front. So 14.9. And we're going to score it at 10.5. Like that. So there's my card base. We can swap it around. I will cut 2 card bases, Megan, and we can have a look. How's that? All right. And then we'll score this one. Like so. All right. So we've got our red card base if we want it as red. And then we can go red and balmy blue. Like that. With our little Santa. Or we can go balmy blue and red like that. Or do I throw a spanner in the works and get some wild wheat out? Let's just see if I go wild wheat and red with our card. Or do I go wild wheat and blue? Oh, I've thrown colours in now. This is not good, is it? Which one do we do? I don't know. See, I shouldn't swap colours. Red base, blue layer. Alright, done. Like that. Blue and the red. Alright. So I'm going to cut this one down to 10 centimetres. Like so. Like that. Oh, it's too long. We need to make it shorter. Alright, so I'm going to cut that down to 14.3. And then do that. Oh, lift that up and put that there like that. And then I'm going to pop that across there like so. I don't want to block out too many of my sandcastles. I think I'm going to drop it to there like that because I want to see my sandcastles. And then I'm going to pop him on here like so. But I'm thinking I'm going to cut that off. So then you're going to see a little bit more there. So let's just stick it all together so I can then red base, blue border. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So I'm just going to pop a bit of glue on the back here and stick that down. But am I right? How cool does he look as a surfing Santa, as a beachy Santa? And he's in his budgie smugglers. I think he looks so trendy. Alright. Look, I'm using Lukey's dimensionals, don't tell him, alright? Shh, it's a secret between us. He'll never know. And I'll stick one on his head. That's a bit of overkill for dimensionals for my liking, but I can't have him falling off or being lopsided. Oh, I've got to stick me sentiment down first. Alright, so I want it to go like that. So I'm going to chop it about there. Let's just see if I do that. Yep, that looks pretty cool. Alright, we'll glue this down. A bit of Tombow on the back of that. Glue that down there. Now, if I had a bigger card front, I obviously could have made it go a bit further, but, you know. And then we're going to just stick that like that there. So it looks like his surfboard's behind him. How cool is that? And then we're going to stick it down. Love it. I knew he'd look cool with that beach hut. Could you imagine him and Mrs. Claus on the beach? Huh? You could just see it, though, in some outback beach. You know, couldn't you? I know I could. Or is it just me? I don't know. But there we go. What do you reckon? Beach Santa. I just had a thought with his budgie smugglers that he could be like, now you think you need the beach set? Like, yeah, and it could be for anything. It's so easy to use. All right, I'm gonna stamp the little umbrella on the inside because we've got to do our insides and our envelopes because, you know, I'll get lost without me envelopes. All right, so I'm going to use a bit of the wild wheat that I've got on my blending brush there. And then we'll go a bit of the balmy blue in the corner here. So I'm just using what's on the brush. And then I'll stamp the umbrella like that on the inside. And then I'm going to get that little, where's that little seagull gone? I'm going to get that little seagull again because I think he's cute. And I'm going to stand him on top of me umbrella. Oh, look at that. He looks so cute. And then we'll get some sandcastles. We'll put some sandcastles on the inside there underneath the umbrella. That looks pretty cool. And like I said, just because it's got Santa on it, it could be some larger person on the beach. And he could just be frolicking and, you know, I mean, I could give this to my dad. His dad doesn't have a beard, but he'd relate to it. All right. Pop our inside in and we're done. What do you reckon? I think that they work really well together. Let me know what you think. I just think he looks so cute with his little budgie smugglers on. So there's my attempt at my Aussie Christmas card, or, you know, it could be just a birthday card too, but I think that just epitomises what we do here in Australia, doesn't it? Being on the beach at Christmas time. So, alright guys, well that's all I've got for you today. I don't have anything else to share with you today. I've been frantically trying to prep for our retreat, the Christmas buffet that's coming up, so I'm trying to do that, and I've got class in a couple of weeks as well. So we've got the Sweetest Star Wreath class and we have the Reindeers class coming up as well. So lots on between now and Christmas, super lots. You know, my desk is like a mess again. Oh my goodness, I don't know how I make it so messy, and I've got a mess here as well. It's only just this tiny little bit you see on the screen that's not messy. So if you make a mess, you know you're having fun. That's all I reckon. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you have this stamp set and I've inspired you to, you know, create with it. The initial white piece, so I did it at 9.5 by 13.8, Mary, but you could do just a normal card front at 10 centimetres by 14.3 as well. You wouldn't have to do like it gives you a little bit more room to play with, I guess, and stamp a few more things on it. So, but yeah, any size would work, I think. But yeah, if you decide that and you've got this stamp set and you want to get creative, by all means share it on our Craft with Beck group. So that's our separate group away from Beck's House of Craft, where anybody can share what they make. Whether you stamp with Stampin' Up or not, it doesn't matter. We just love to see what you're creating through that group. So I like to see everybody's stuff that they make. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all on Wednesday for Wing It Wednesday with Beck and Luke. And if not, I'll see you next Saturday for Breakfast with Beck. All right, bye for now.